Kleinpeter, LSU beat writer for NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune. I'm with LSU and SEC columnist Ron Higgins. We just watched LSU close up its season with a 56-27 victory in the Advocare Texas Bowl against Texas Tech. A lot to like about the game for LSU fans. A lot of offense. It didn't all happen at once, but LSU kind of broke it open in the second half with 3 consecutive touchdowns. Leonard Fournette got 212 yards, didn't reach 2,000. But probably the most important thing for LSU going forward is Brandon Harris overcame some early difficulties and had a nice game, hit some big passes, a key 3rd and 8, 30-yard completion that preceded LSU's 3 consecutive touchdowns. Leonard Fournette scores on a 43-yard run on the next play, and LSU was off to the races. Great night for LSU offense, 638 yards.
It was a great night for their offense, and one of the keys was Cam Cameron going from the press box booth to the sideline as offensive coordinator, something he'd done in the NFL. Something that Brandon Harris requested that he do, and the face-to-face contact seemed to help Brandon Harris a lot. As Les Miles said, it's not so much what Cam said to Brandon, it was how he said it. And when you have a coach there when you see him face-to-face, he's a calming influence. Obviously, there was a breaking point in this game. Texas Tech got it back to 21-20 after Harris threw an interception. He cashed it in. And then they talked about the big play, the 3rd down pass, 30 yards to John Diarse. They went in and scored, and they scored on 3 consecutive possessions, which is the first time they've done that since the Western Kentucky game. So that kind of turned it right there for LSU. You can say there was a little bit of disappointment with Fournette not getting to 2,000 yards, but he still has the 2nd best rushing season in SEC history, and he'll have the 2nd best rushing average for a season in SEC history behind Herschel Walker. So all that said, he finished it off big time tonight. And if they can transfer some of this next year, if they can add some things to their offense, and if Cam stays on the sideline, it could be interesting.
Yeah, and Brandon Harris had the good game. It's going to build some confidence for him. And really, I think LSU's okay just about everywhere else. And the quarterback is so important. He's got to have some confidence. Maybe this is something going forward they can do. On the other side of the ball, LSU's defense played so well. This was obviously, they gave up 27 points and almost 400 yards, but this might have been their best performance of the season. The defensive line got after Patrick Mahomes right from the start, sacked him on the first series, sacked him 6 times. They had 10 tackles for losses. They did a lot of chasing him. He ran away from them, and he really hurt LSU by escaping the rush and making some really improbable completions after running from one end of the field to the other. It was really kind of fun to watch that. And LSU defenders were probably glad the game was over. But a lot of big plays, a huge interception by Ricky Jefferson that was the result of tight coverage by Tre'Davious White on a receiver for Texas Tech. Tipped the ball up in the air. Ricky Jefferson gets it. And then right after that is when everything kind of fell into place for LSU.
I know people look at the stats and say, well, how did LSU have a good defensive game? Well, you see what Texas Tech has done before compared to tonight. You see it's a better game. And you'll see a lot of games like this in college football now. I was talking to Jackie Sherrill, former State A&M coach, tonight before the game. Now, a lot of these games like this now, you give them a lot of points on defense, but it's still a great game for you because that's the nature of college football now. There's better offenses. There's more plays being run. Everything is speeded up, so you're going to give them a lot of points. But you're going to score a lot, too, which is exactly the case what happened tonight.
And that's the way it is. You're right. It's college football now. It was like that pretty much all this year. That's about it from here on out. We will be with you all the way. Stay with us on NOLA.com for coverage of LSU in the offseason. For Ron Higgins, I'm Jim Kleinpeter, and we'll see you on NOLA.com.